Shit back, no, yeah, I told you I ain't sorry. I came here to fuck up the party and forget nothing. Hell no, fuck that, I ain't holding shit back, no.
YouTube, what's up? Hey, can I get a shower look? Hey, they got this strawberry basil lemonade. Fire. Speaking of fire, yo, I went to this concert last night at Thunder Canyon Brewery. Also about to be Brick Box Brewery, they're about to change the name. And I saw this banging artist named Laflo. And then they were saying this, they had this, I came to fuck up the party. Oh my God, YouTube. Oh my God, YouTube. I think that's Laflo right there. Coming up to fuck up the party at this Thai place. Tuk Tuk Thai. Come to this Tuk Tuk Thai place. But yeah, Laflo is, I think this Laflo. Is that Laflo?
What's up? Yeah, this is Laflo. What's up?
Laflo from the concert last night?
Yeah, that's me. How you doing?
Oh my gosh, it's like I'm seeing a famous person. You're about to enjoy this whole spread?
Whole thing, about to just tear it up, you know.
I'm sorry. You heard me good enough. You're about to enjoy this whole spread?
Well, I was, but you hungry? You wanna?
A little bit.
Come on, sit down.
Okay, all right.
Why not? You know.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
We want to eat with Laflo's my famous. Oh my God.
I'm not. What you got there?
Strawberry lemonade basil. You want it?
That looks amazing. It's mine now. You are now tuning in. This is my interview now. I'm interviewing Laurent. Just kidding. We're tuning in. Laurent Lee. Here with Laflo. About to have some good conversations going on right now. Right?
Man, we about to get it.
What you got there? Tell them what we have on the...
I'm going to tell them after we drop this intro.
When it rains, it pours. Sometimes you gotta change the course. Let go depression, got tired of stress and said, fuck it, guess I gotta change some more. Physically, mentally, spiritually, you can look at me, see I ain't the same no more. Don't care about the fame at all. Niggas be sending out shots, what I haven't no aim at all. But it won't get my time, just know I'm aware. Beefing with me, bitch, don't you die. I take your queen, put her legs in the air, and make her go like she refly. Yeah, the power is all in the tongue. I can manifest anything that I want. I don't gotta think, but I walk like I'm hungry. And if I want you got, then I promise you gone.
Alright, we are here with Laflo. So what you got over there?
I got this, this pad thai street style.
Okay.
With shrimp.
Okay. All right.
It smells so good.
I got the wings, and I got this number 13, the hot joy. Hot joy. I hope it brings this hoe some joy, as I think the actual translation of it. And me, being the Christian God man I am, I hope it brings me a little joy. Not a lot. All right, so go ahead. You hungry? Go ahead and dip in. Let me.
Yeah. You want some of this? When we put some?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
You want a wing?
I'm straight.
You gotta try one of these whole joys.
Mm-mm.
You ain't gonna try the whole joys?
Mm-mm.
Yo, the whole joy. Look,
I would try it, but I won't be doing the.
It's got the pork, the scrimps, that crab meat, water chestnuts, roasting on open fire, and then they put it in here. Then it's got wrapped in bean curd skin.
My bad.
Then fried to golden brown homemade sweet and sour sauce. She sounding real good.
I just had a hair in mine.
Oh no. It wasn't your hair?
No, it was not. Shall I eat it? Still, I removed it.
I wish you had some hot sauce. or some Bengay. Mom said Bengay will fix it. Vicks. She said Vicks will fix it. You put Vicks on your chest?
No.
And get rid of anything. You gotta be ahead of.
What am I slob a Vicks in here?
Yes. You gotta be ahead of the cold. Put some Vicks and then drink some vitamin C. Good to go.
I'm gonna go through it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through it. Nice and hairy. That's good.
It's good?
You got a little peanut sauce to it too.
Got that peanutty sauce. Alrighty.
I like that.
This got the sweet and sour, but it look almost like a chili sauce almost.
It do.
Yeah.
I can see the little flakes.
So I'm gonna hit. Usually, I want my guests to introduce themselves and who they are, but I'm gonna hit you with some tough questions first, and then we'll lighten up. 5 people at the table, living or dead. They got to be artists though. Who you sitting with?
What are we sitting down to do?
Talking.
Just chat?
Chatting. But you can pick their brain. You can ask them for anything. Record deals. You can ask them for advice. You can ask them why they made this certain music, why they had a falling out with this person, living or dead.
I'm gonna definitely say, probably might throw you off for a minute, but I would definitely say Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's not throwing me off right there. I know Mike Jack.
I would say Aaliyah. Got some questions for Aaliyah.
You got 21 questions into the
Yeah.
song? Yeah.
So I got. Okay. So I got Mike Jack, Aaliyah, Missy Elliott for sure, Chris Brown.
Go, 2 Virginia people on there. Okay.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know about the
Well,
last one.
okay, I'm gonna ask you this, because I'm from Virginia. So why the 2 Virginia people? Why Missy Elliott, why Chris Brown?
Well, they're both hella dope, hella super creative.
It's because they from Virginia.
Man, no, I wasn't even gonna get there.
I had to throw that out there.
He said, yeah.
And they both light skinned.
Hometown. No, Missy ain't light skinned.
Missy is light skinned.
You light skinned.
Yeah.
Missy not
Which
your-
is why I'm about to dominate YouTube, because I'm from Virginia and I'm light skinned.
That's problematic. Colorism. I'm gonna bring this in. Let me let y'all know this chocolate thing is taking over the world. I'm just letting y'all know.
This
chocolate.
Trey Songz, Chris Brown, Missy Elliott, Timberland.
Trey Songz is not light skinned though. He's not.
Timberland? Because he's light skinned?
Timberland, yeah.
How you consider Timberland light skinned but not Trey Songz? They're about the same complexion.
No, they're not. We need to add the photos in there. Like,
Videographer had the photos in there so we can. They different.
yeah.
The only dark skinned person that people know from Virginia is Pusha T. Actually, Russell Westbrook's from Virginia, and so is
He ain't bro.
he light skinned.
Yeah, he light skinned.
That's what I'm saying. Light skin dominate Virginia. The Hodge twins from Virginia. But yeah, go ahead. Why you pick those 2?
I mean, they're hella creative, like, and they're like versatile. You know, it's not just like one lane, or like they're not. You don't see them and they're just like, oh, they're just known for this. Like they could do other things. You know what I mean? Fashion. You know, they get the fashion going. I think Missy be doing a little singing too. And Chris Brown, you know, he raps.
Yeah.
Like I just like that. I like versatility. I like that. I like people who don't mind, you know, crossing lanes or just pushing their creativity, like, you know, with no boundaries.
I'm glad you actually said that, because this brings me to my next question. You sing and you rap. Which one did you do first, and which one do you prefer more?
Good question. I started rapping first when I was like 15.
How was your transition? Was it poetry? Was it freestyling? Usually a lot of people who do that, they did freestyle first, they poetry, a little mix of both.
For me, it was like I started freestyling like with my cousins, my cousin and my brother. I got a twin brother, and him and my other cousin would just be rapping all the time, and I would just be like, I just wanted to get in, so I couldn't freestyle with her, so I would just make the beats for them. I would just beat on the table like, boom. I just made the beat for them, and then I decided like, okay, they would like encourage me like, oh, try to join in, whatever. So then I would try to join in. I felt like I would just say stupid stuff. It didn't make no sense, but I was like, whatever, boom, boom, and I would like, and so I started freestyling with them. But then I liked flowing. You know what I'm saying? I like telling. I like talking really. So I just was like, well, I always been a mindful person, like even since a kid. So I was like, well, I want to like write something impactful. I want to like say, I want my words to be, you know, I don't want to just be saying anything. So that's when I just started writing, and I started like just processing like that. So that's how I started. just for freestyling and then writing things, and then I would like go to, as I got older, I would go to like events and like pretty much take away the beat. So I would write like to a beat, and then when I would like want to do a poetry style, I'll just do it without the beat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
So that's how I got into it.
And before, speaking of transition, before we get to your transition, I want to ask you this question.
What's up?
So, you're a singer and a rapper. Top 5 artists. Actually, for you, we'll do top 10. Top 5 rappers, top 5 R&B artists, or singers, I should say. When you do the R&B artists or rappers, you can even do groups. But what's your top, because they throw like Wu-Tang in there or something like that. So what's your top 5? So really, you got a top 10. Is what
R&B,
you got.
R&B 5, definitely Aaliyah, Chris Brown. I liked Destiny's Child growing up too. I'm not gonna lie.
Who's your favorite Destiny Child?
I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, Queen Busy. No, not the Queen Bee.
It was, but it's only because I'm.
No, she fire though.
Yeah.
Halo, like she got, and her she's a mastermind. Like,
Yeah.
Beyonce is not. Beyonce is Beyonce. She is a legacy,
She is.
and there's a reason why.
She is.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna knock her, but I'm not a fan of her now. She's just all right to me.
Yeah.
You know, no shade to her, but she's just all right to me. Jasmine Sullivan,
Ooh.
and then I would say, I'm staying a little current. And then I would say, 112.
112.
Yeah, I'll say 112.
Man, you know who's fire right now?
Who?
Her.
Oh yeah. So that's why I said I'm.
Her.
It's easy. Like
Fire.
you would have to do like, you know what I'm saying, timelines. Period.
Yeah.
Because you know, like
You
there's
would
so
die.
many. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a whole. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to do our next
Yeah.
interview. Gonna have to be like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that is a whole different. Yeah.
Her. There's definitely a lot of art. Like a lot of art that I can name is just like fire. But when it comes to like the R&B stuff, I like
That's crazy.
really like soulful, like people like where you can just feel it. You know, you kind of get chills when they go. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I like. And then as far as like hip hop, you said rap, like Ludacris. Honestly, I like this flow. I know, shocking. You know, oh, you saying shocking because of the food?
Oh, good.
It's pretty good,
No, but it's shocking too.
but no, it's probably not. Are you? Is it good? I'm trying to check. I'm like, are you shocked about the food or what?
That's all
What's
right.
going on here?
That's all right.
It's just alright.
Yeah. Would I get it again? Oh no. The paper. So it's pork, shrimp, and crab meat. Oh, that's it. It's seafoody. But it also could be because of the sweet and sour sauce. They might use fish sauce too.
So it just tastes fishy. That's kind of like what's going on with my shrimp.
Which is not. I don't knock it because I love seafood. I am from Virginia, but it's got it's strong fishy taste. So if you don't like strong seafoody taste, you're not gonna like that. Also, if you're Muslim, you won't like that anyway because it's got pork in it. You can't have it. Well, you're not really missing much, to be honest.
Real.
But I am shocked about Ludacris. Over Nelly?
Pass it up. Yeah.
Oh.
Nelly cool too. Nelly cool too. Let me keep going.
Okay.
I got Ludacris. What is it? Strawberry.
Strawberry basil lemonade. Wait till you try it. Perfect flavor. Look at the face. Look at the face. Look at the face. Look at the face. Somebody come look at this. Somebody come look at this. Somebody come
Sauce.
zoom. Somebody come zoom up on this. Cameraman. Zoom up on this.
Make him get up. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. That's perfect, actually.
Yeah.
Perfect combination of everything in it. The strawberry, the basil, and the lemon.
Yeah. Told you the flavors, they balance each other.
They do. Combination.
Yeah.
ADD mind. You know what I'm saying? My mind is like that.
What'd you give it out of 10?
Huh?
Out of 10.
Oh, it's definitely a 10.
Definitely a 10 out of
Definitely
10.
a 10.
She looking like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
My ex ain't look like a 10 out of 10, more like a...
Not yet.
That thing hitting no more than my ex, boy. All right, so we got Ludacris. I don't think we moved off Ludacris. I keep distracting. We haven't moved off Ludacris.
I got a strange artist, okay? But Fetty Wap is one of them. And I ain't even gonna really, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'll explain why later. But Fetty Wap will be one of them. Ludacris. Fetty Wap, I wouldn't even really consider him a rapper though. We'll come back. I'm a little tired, y'all.
You want to come back to it? You want to think about it? All right. So now we're going to get on to your transition, actually. So, which one do you prefer? He, him, she, her, they, them. Does it matter?
So it looks like physically, you know, people look at me, they're gonna say he, they, you know, and that's what I'm leaning towards, you know. But for me, because I look at things like as I'm a soul, I don't get offended by any of it.
Okay.
So if anybody was to try to be like, oh, she, I'm not gonna be mad. Like, it's true.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it is. Yeah, I'm she, they, I'm he, I'm all of it. So, to answer your question, I don't mind. I prefer he, they, and then she. I also don't mind as well. So,
and then, so, do you feel like? When did you realize you were in the wrong body? When did it hit you? That.
Well, I always felt that way since like a kid, since like young, like 5. Since I was like conscious, like going to daycare and shit. I've never felt like, I never like resonated with being like a little girl. But it was something that I had to like socially accept because that was the reality of it, my body, you know, biologically. So
And
I went along with it.
Speaking of social acceptance, where did you grow up?
Florida.
So okay, so you didn't grow up in too much of a racist or town, I feel like, where it was, I don't know. So like, how was it growing up knowing that you were in the wrong body, but that social acceptance, you might have been scared to tell, you know, some of your friends that, or more open to tell some of your friends that than to tell your parents. Maybe your parents could have been, you know, Christian, so that could have upset them. How was it growing up? How did you battle and internally with accepting that and with socially dealing with other people?
Thank you.
Courtesy of the owner. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Shout out Noe. She don't want to be seen, but it's Noe. Thank you, Noe.
Noe. Thank you, Noe. But the chicken looked fire. I haven't tried that. I'm gonna try this here. But go ahead and answer your question. How did you handle that?
So when it comes to like the whole concept of being trans, right? You didn't see, like, well, for me, I didn't see other people at my, you know what I'm saying, at a younger day, I didn't see other people out. So it was like, I kind of just like had to like accept what I was in because that's what I felt like I had to do. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I didn't have no other option. But as I got older and I was like, oh, I can do something about this now. That is when I decided to.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But growing up, I felt like I just was like, okay, I'm in this body, but I like women. I'm attracted to women, and that's not gonna change. So I was just living as like a lesbian. You feel me? Like I was just, because I was like, that's what I like. I'm still gonna do that, you know. As far as like coming out or being open with my parents, I told my mom when I was in like 9th grade. I like wrote her a letter.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we sat on the porch. I wrote her a letter and we sat outside on the porch and we talked about it. And yeah, she was just like, you know, she said, I love you. You know, I accept you, and you know, that's between you and God. Pretty much, that's what she said to me. And I lived my life like that until I decided to medically, you know, make my way. And that didn't even happen until like a year ago.
And how long, like, for those people who don't know, like, how does that process work? And how long does the process usually take?
How long does what process, the medical transition? I mean, it's different for other people. Depends on how you go about it. When you want to start taking testosterone, getting on hormones.
And that's something you're on as well? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, you know, like I said, it depends. People can start on get hormone therapy, and then later on, you know, get surgery if that's what they choose. I mean, some people can start it and they just want to be on the hormone. They don't want the surgery. So it all depends on, you know, the person. But for me, like, that was the first thing I did. I was on like almost for like two weeks, and then I got surgery. I scheduled my surgery date. Because I knew I wanted my shit gone. I talked about it all the time as like in high school, you know, in middle school and everything. I didn't realize it until like I was having a conversation with one of my friends from high school, and she was shocked. She was like, "Oh, like you really did it? That's crazy." she's like, you used to talk about this all the time. You used to always feel like, you used to always say, these things don't belong to me. I was like, yeah, I was never attached to my shit. Like, I never, you know, sometimes people will try to like show cleavage and stuff, like kind of like feel empowered or sexy or whatever. I'll cover these things up all the time. I like, yeah, that was one of the things that happened for me kind of quick. 2 weeks and then had surgery scheduled.
Wow, that was pretty quick.
It was I was very fortunate, I would say, because I had the credit to do it. Not the money, I had the credit to do it.
Okay.
So I went down that route.
So what's the hardest thing you had to overcome with being an artist? And when I say that, was the hardest thing being a black artist? Was it being a female artist who wants to be respected as a rapper / singer? Was it being a transgender artist? So what's the hardest thing out of those that you really had to face?
So being perceived as a female artist, for me, it wasn't too much of a difference to me, because I feel like I know how I look now, but like my energy has always been the same.
Yeah.
It's always been very masculine. It's always been very like strong, really. So I felt like with that, I've had, I guess you can call them certain privileges.
Okay.
Because even and I've had conversations with other people, other artists as well too. You know, even when like going to the studio and things like that, I don't have the same experiences that some of my other counterparts would have. You know, because I like my energy is different. You know what I'm saying? Like even though physically is like that, my energy was different. So, but I would say there would be times like if people didn't know me and I just presented and they would see me, then that might be a little different. But like if people knew me, like if I walk like and I've had conversation with it, it's different. But like from instant glance, it might be like, okay, we finna treat this person just like any other woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you said out of all of that, what was the most challenging?
Yeah.
So being a trans artist, which I've always felt like I kind of was, but like now it's like just out there, you know, like for the world if I could see. I haven't had any like, any crazy experiences because everything is still fairly new, you know. I just dropped something where people could visually see, you know, like people, like I said, it haven't even been a year yet for me, and I stopped, and there was a point in time where I stopped making music because I was going through my changes. My voice was changing and everything, and so I kind of was going through like this grieving process because now my voice it's not sounding the same, but yet it still resonated with me.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh shit, I don't sound that, I can't hit those same notes anymore. I don't sound the same, but I sound more like how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh shit, I gotta let that go. I mean, even in the show, there would be times where I would still try to hit older notes, and I can't, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's tough because, you know, it's like with anything, it's like you have to shed versions of you, or shed, you know, shed things out and like welcome the new. And that, like, although the new could be beautiful, it still could be hard to like let go of that old part.
Yeah.
You know, or fully release it and just be like, okay, I'm diving into this. You know.
Okay, I like that. Now, who's your favorite artist that you've ever had the chance to work with, and what's one famous artist you would love to work with, and why? For both of those.
I got a few artists that I enjoyed working with. But my favorite would have to be my brother, my twin brother, to be honest. Because I don't know, it's fun, like making music with your sibling. And we're similar, you know, in our kind of cadences. And I wish my brother would push it more, you know. Like, you know, he got his own life. He got, you know, 3 kids and everything. So he doesn't do it as much as I do, but I enjoy working with him and creating with him. Outside of that, because that's probably a cheat, you know, because it's my sibling. But outside of that, I would say would have to be Micah, which is Storm.
Okay.
Yeah, Storm. And that's a young artist out here. He's also from Florida. We did something. We worked on Dreams, and it was just really cool. I like working with the youth. I like working to help, mentor as well. Like help people find their voice, or help people with just like they could already have it, but kind of push them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like mentor, guide. Because I mean, honestly, in music, like I wish I had that too. You know, and so if I'm in a position where I'm able to help out and like guide or be supportive, I would like to do that. And so that was cool to like be able to do that.
Who has been the guidance through this whole process? Has it been you, trial by error, trial by fire as they call it, or have you had guidance through your journey?
I have not.
Okay.
I haven't had guidance. It's just been me.
So trial by fire.
Figuring it out. Yep.
And I think that's one of the things that probably gravitates you to helping the youth is you didn't, like you said, you didn't have that growing up. So once we, don't have that growing up and we start to see how important it is, we want to then, carry that down and push that down to the youth. So I respect that. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's it helps. I mean, I play ball, growing up and everything, and I know the importance of having a coach, or somebody that's just like behind you, because it's easy to like drop on yourself,
Yep.
I know for me, people may see me now as an artist and they gravitate towards my energy because they see that I'm confident, but it took work to get there. Like I ain't just automatically come out and I'm just like, yeah, I'm confident. First it had to be me like loving myself, what I'm saying? Like I had to, and it took work.
Yeah.
I'm my most confident self right now because I did the work, you know what I mean? But like sometimes you just need somebody to show you that they believe in you, and then that also helps you believe in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Like for me, like I didn't start my music stuff until I came out to Tucson. Really, I was doing it before. Like it was just like okay, nothing. I was like okay, boom, right up, boom. I never like was like okay, let me be serious about this until I got here, and I met. I was looking around at some nonprofit organizations that I could like get involved with, like support, like black, specifically black, and I found this one called I Am You 360, where I met with this lady, Desiree. She's the founder. Yeah, she's the CEO, founder of it. Like that's her thing, and we chatted for like 2 hours on the phone, and then I told her like I make music and stuff, like, cause I enjoy it, but like I said, I never like took it serious. Like okay, I'm just gonna bam, 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 create, and just like consider myself an artist. It was just like okay, it's something fun, She had asked me to write like an anthem for her business, and I was like, what? Like she was like, yeah, I'll pay you, like okay, sweet, like, and then that was like, wow, I could really do this, like, cause that's not just some like, oh, make a song about like something that's meaningless, like just that's like, the nonprofit itself is very powerful. You know what I'm saying? What they do and like how they're providing for the at-risk youth. You know what I mean? So it's like that's some intentional shit, and that's what I'm about. I like doing intentional stuff. I don't like just being like, I like doing intentional stuff. So that kind of pushed me. I was like, oh, like somebody else is like being like, I can invest in you because we see like you have potential and I like your work. Like, boom. And I didn't even, like I said, I didn't even have much stuff out. I showed her what I had out, showed her like the freestyles I did and everything, and she was like, oh yeah, like, you got it. And that helped. Like ever since then, I've been like just on the journey, like pushing myself, just like, okay, I can how can I inspire the people? How can I inspire myself? A lot of times when I write, I'm like writing things, it's like messages that I get from me, you know what I mean? And then I'll put it together and I'll put it out there, and then it's like, oh, somebody else resonate, because it's like that was like messages coming to me. Where like as for example, like I'm more spiritual than religious, but like say if you said you're Christian.
Yeah, Christian
Okay.
Baptist, yep.
Okay, yeah, so I'll say like, you get like a message or whatever from God, and then it's like you put that out there.
Yep.
Like somebody preaching, right? A preacher saying, okay, boom, boom, boom. You get that message from source, and then you spread it. So that's how I kind of look at it. I know I like talking a lot, but yeah, that's what I look at it. Yeah, you don't know what to say now.
No, I know what to say. I just want to. So, your journey. You mentioned that where are you at on your journey right now? Like, because you're going through, you got a busy time in your life right now. You got some moves coming up as well, like some literal moves.
Somewhat.
Literal moves.
Literal?
Literal.
Oh, literal. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
that country boy coming
Yeah.
out of me. Yeah, so where are you at in that journey right now and things like that?
Well,
And this is a full journey. Music, life, full journey.
yeah. I'm welcoming new things, a time to educate myself more. I'll be doing my master's program
Okay.
in OT. Like I said, I like versatility, and I don't like to put all my eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? And so, although I do my music stuff, I also enjoy education. I enjoy learning, and I enjoy like doing things that I love, and also where I'm able to sustain myself. So, OT, I'm passionate, with working with other people, and same thing with my music. I like to be like helpful. You know what I'm saying? And
when you say OT, for those who don't know, occupational therapy?
yep, occupational therapy. Very similar to PT, but OT is more so work to rehab people to be able to complete their activities of daily living. So like they're working with the fine motor and gross motor skills.
So people have just had like strokes and things like that?
Yep, strokes or even developmental delays, call them cognitive.
Disorders? Right?
Yeah, cognitive, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So how do you find, you said you're working a lot right now. You're in Minnesota right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And with being so busy, how do you find time to, to make music, to focus on like being an artist, but also loving life as well, loving and living life?
Well, it's funny you ask that because there's something I'm working on, and it's called Things You Love, and I'm talking about making time for the things you love. So no matter how busy you get, if something that you really love and you enjoy, you're gonna make the time for it. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a craft you like doing, you're gonna make the time for it. So I be exhausted sometimes, like working 12-hour shifts. I'm in the medical field, so working 12-hour shifts, I be exhausted sometimes, but I like take those times where I'm like driving or whatever, and I'm like, something will come to me, and I'm like, okay, I gotta pull out my phone and do a voice recording so I can remember the melody or remember what I want to say or what I'm trying to talk about, and then I'll come back to that later. So like I'll leave that, save that voice recording, and then I'll come back later and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work on that, and then I create from there.
Okay.
So I like to sometimes designate times for it. So like I like to like meditate and get some quiet time, and then be like, okay, what direction do I want to go? And then I'll sit down and I'll listen to some beats, and then I'll like, okay, what can I do on this? And then that's how my process go. So I look at it like that. Like I be busy. I could probably do a lot more if I was just solely diving into it. But I got bills to pay and shit.
So I mean, this is probably a dumb question, but of course the goal for every artist is to be famous and make money. But is that your ultimate goal, or is it you do it because you love it?
I do it because I love it. I don't care about the fame.
Yeah, because even with being an OT, you can make some good money.
Oh yeah.
And you could have a sustainable living, and it's a good career.
Most definitely.
So that's why I asked that, because you could do OT and love it, but you could also be an artist and love it.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I'm choosing to still kind of like get the best of both worlds. I don't like, and that's why I said I don't want to just go here or just here, because I like to be able to to tap in and dive into all my passions. I'm also a massage therapist too, a licensed massage therapist. So I like to like do a lot of different things that I enjoy, and not be like, well, I'm only gonna do this, or I can only do that. And stay in one lane. I don't like doing that shit, man.
And plus, it gets boring too.
Well, you get. Because then you lose it. Like you lose the it's like, oh, I've been doing this for 30 years.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
Versus being like, oh yeah, I've been doing all of this shit.
Yeah.
I've been doing all of this shit.
Yeah, I feel that.
So, yeah.
So it seems like you have a lot of journeys. What's been the most fun journey you've had so far?
This journey. Transition. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What's been the hardest and most painful journey you've had to experience? And this is all journeys. I mean, this is journeys you've had with in yourself, or journeys you had with losing a loved one, journeys you had with just dealing with maybe losing a job and not knowing how to pay rent. This is all journeys. Which one has been the hardest?
I would definitely say losing my mom.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom passed away May 2021. I was about to say it's about to be 3 years. It's not 3 years yet, so next month will be 3 years exactly. And yeah, she was murdered very violently. And so in a way that, like, I'm still dealing with that, to be honest. That's not something that ever just goes away. Like, you just, like, it's like fully resolved, you know. That grief it carries on, you know, but you learn how to cope with it better, you know.
I'm gonna ask you a little deep question right here. I'm just gonna warn you on it. Is there ever times when you just want to quit? You know, just want to quit, like you just like feel beside yourself and like, damn, I just want to fucking quit everything. And then you think of your mom, or you look at something, and what you look at, that's your mom, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna quit because this is why I'm doing it.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that even at work. Like, it was crazy because I had a patient with like the exact same name as my mom came in. Just like, there'll be little things where she'll remind me that she there, you know, or that she's like around, you know what I'm saying, like guiding me and like being like, don't, you know what I mean? There'll be times when I, like with the music stuff, where I'm just like, oh, I just feel like I'm doing all this stuff and it's like, what is it for, you know what I mean? And like, I'll get little reminders from other people, you know, and I think that be her as well too. Like, somebody will just randomly like go and comment on some old shit that I did, like some old, like not even like relevant. Well, I wouldn't say relevant, but like not even like surfacing. I would say, you know how like we post things and it's like, oh, this is new. I just put this out here. It's like, this is some old stuff. Like, and so that would be affirming to me too, because it's like, dang, people are still tapping in and they're discovering at different paths, and they're discovering me at different moments. So like, they're not just discovering me like, oh, okay, we see who you are now. They're discovering like the older versions of me too, and then like they could be like, oh, I like this, so then they catch up. Yeah. And then it's like, boom, okay, wow, you're here now, you know. So those be like little reminders to keep me going, and like, what am I doing it for, you know? Like reminding me to not to lose sight of what am I doing it for, you know? Because I do. I'm human, man. I get times where I just get down and I get depressed and all that stuff too, you know. And I have to realize that I'm in that state, and I have to get myself out of it. And sometimes it's not easy to get myself out of it. It could be, I could easily just be like swimming there for a second, and then I'm like, I start looking around at my surroundings, and I'm like, oh shit, this is messy. I see what's going on, you know, because our outer world, it like shows a lot of what's going on with us internally. So if we just got everything's scattered, that's kind of how our brain is. Everything is scattered inside, you know, and it's gonna show. So when you look around, you say, okay, damn, something going on, you know.
Visually, I create. YouTube is no debate. Click with no hesitate. Subscribe and emulate. Carbon copy you can't create. Carbon copy you can't create. Carbon copy you can't create. Carbon copy you can't create.
Visually we tugging at your heartstrings. Audio leaves indelible mark kings.
What's a you? Woke up, that shit bigger than that's a two. Bring your roof, bring your new. Just blame it on new schools. Can't pay me to shoot. My time is valuable. Okay, so change up. Stay in the same is dangerous. I'd be lying to you if I said this. I was painless. You want to be the closest, do the most, and then you shameless. Crushing your console, so if you play, well now you're gamers. Your brain is the changes. You don't want smoke with me. I don't know rush, but I do respond appropriately. Manage emotions, don't let them burn you. I know that it's key. Aprendela vida, escutar that they've been that key. That means learn life. Learn life. Listen, you'll get across a lot when you can't discern right. I get what women say, it's straighter than the perm, right? I get the pulling the heartstrings and then be on sight. Ha! Sometimes I know what I'm supposed to say. See through the bad translucent. Did it and I get so ruthlessly. Just remember, I'm not the person I used to be. Nah. Ha! Hey, I'm not the one you used to be. I'm not the one. Said I'm not who I used to be. Not who I. Said I'm not who I. who I used to be.